Other team struggling right now under expectation is the Cincinnati Bengals. 1-4.
Yeah. No, it's getting real, isn't it? Especially now that they could officially claim to be swept by the Ravens. I hope you checked in on our friend Mikey the Burn.
He's alive.
Burn, yeah.
We'll see him tonight.
Well, yeah, for now, exactly. Make sure he gets lots of big hugs.
Yeah.
1-4, not great, Bob.
My happy birthday to him, by the way. He just had
yes, also definitely shouts to Mikey the Bernier. By the way, especially when Lamar Demetrius Jackson executes what might be the single best touchdown pass of the year.
The one to the sideline, going to the sideline and tossing it.
The one going to the sideline.
Well, wait, Kyle. I thought he couldn't throw the ball. I thought he was not good throw the ball. He's a running back.
Folks, that's him being ironic. Don't believe him.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually mean it.
Yeah. Just in case. But I got to tell you, though, even at 1-4, I don't think they're out of it yet.
Oh, no. Listen, you and I have both seen the movie Dumb and Dumber. I am more than happy to just go, so you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah.
Because their issue is one-sided. Their issue is a one-sided issue. That's it.
But at this point, what can they do to fix the defense is the actual question.
Right.
And with Joey Burr being in whatever state of ill repair his body is, does he have what it would take to carry them throughout an entire season? That's a tall ask. Being said, I'm not here to tell you it's impossible either. They just listen. This is was another season where they had a calamity to start the season and find themselves having to dig their way out of it, long or the short. And they keep doing to this. Well, I should say this keeps happening to them is how I should actually word it. Excuse me.
So I still think in it, even though they were 1-4 and we're quarter way into the year. But the best way to look at it is assess the Bengals is to see the schedule. So let's freeze from the next 4 weeks of the Bengals because they got to win games now. Okay, next week Sunday Night Football, the Giants. That should be a win.
Yeah,
Giants kind of frisky, but that should be a win for the Bengals. The Browns,
it should be, but that's tricky because that's divisional physics, right?
Right, and not only divisional physics, the Browns historically in the Burrow era does give the Bengals issues.
Yes, it's they call it Browner head. I don't know. I'm trying to make,
but what I saw on Sunday is a Browns team that pretty much just quit on that team because their quarterback is just absolute garbage now.
Yeah, the calls for Jameis Winston are real. I don't think that's going to happen, and I think the second firing that is a mistake that's going to take place is Kevin Stefanski.
Very.
More than happy to take him here in Jacksonville.
Then you have the Eagles at home, which again, Eagles team that's been kind of weird this year. Kind of a little bit of a,
their conduct, to your point, and by the way, I love your support of the power vacuum theory here that I loosed and birthed here on your show. What can I say except you're welcome?
Mm-hmm.
Their struggles are certainly a thing. I think the struggles with Sirianni are real. I know that our two favorite Eagles fans, and Matt Muehlheisen and Sean the Evil Twin, think that there's hope still, or that it's not as urgent with him as we might think. Granted, there's a lot more to it than a press conference that makes me believe that, but I'll put it this way. You said the next three.
That's 4.
Excuse. Yeah. Well,
Raiders being 4.
Okay. So I'll put it this way. Giants, Browns, Bengals.
No, Eagles and Raiders.
Check that. Eagles and Raiders. That's not a bad stretch. Yeah.
They got the worst. It goes 3-1 is the worst they can do this stretch.
And yeah, I said earlier that they were swept by the Ravens. It's not accurate.
I know.
I was thinking of the Chiefs.
Right.
But long of the short, into November with a possible rematch to the Ravens to gain it back is huge. It was the Steelers they lost to. That was they think of.
No, did the Steelers yet? They did? No, they haven't played me yet. Actually, I think they played me yet.
Play the Steelers? Who the heck?
No. They lost to.
Let's get the Bengals because I know they lost
Patriots.
Commanders.
Chiefs,
yeah, the
Commanders, and then this week it's the Ravens.
Okay, so it was the Chiefs that got screwed up there. Okay,
yeah.
What can I say?
If I leave November, if I wake up November 4th and I'm 4-5 in the AFC, that's not defined right now outside of KC, I'm feeling pretty good.
That's signs of life. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not wrong. I don't know about feeling good, but there's signs of life. The patient is going to be prepped for surgery.
Because the bar, like we talked about last week, the bar being lower in the NFC in terms of like playoff teams and contenders and whatnot.
Right.
I think that almost applies to the AFC as well too, because
I'm not there yet.
in a sense, this is why I'm there in a sense, is that you have your locks. The Chiefs are the lock of the West, no matter what. Okay. I think after this week, the Texans, which I'll touch on in a second, though, they had the defining win this week against Buffalo Bills at home. Granted, it was a game that was a tooth and nail all the way throughout, but they had a defining win this year. So I think I'm ready to get the Texans to the South. The North is up in the air. The Steelers let that division
the North still may very well send 3 teams.
Right, and now with Baltimore now gaining ground again, that's now up in the air. And then the AFC East is another division that's up in the air. So the wild card situation is wide open right now in the AFC. The wild card is wide open. Buffalo, Jets, Bills, Jets, Steelers, Bengals. I'll put them in there still. I want to say Ravens / Steelers. And then that's it. Really, AFC South. I mean, not the Jags, not the Titans, not the
and I think there's too many teams that have disappointed for
Chargers
to say it as emphatically as I did before that the AFC is tough. The bottom is going to have its competition, right?
Right.
The Jags, no one expected to make the playoffs. I have them in there because I saw a path to victory, and then I realized how bad the offensive line really was.
Right.
I knew they were going to struggle. I didn't think it would be like this, but I digress. The Colts are struggling more than a lot of people thought they would for exactly the reasons I said they would. Who's another? The Bills are struggling in a way that I tried to tell you people, but you wouldn't listen. Mm-hmm. The Dolphins being pulled out there. I was big on the Dolphins, and then Tua got hurt, and that completely threw a lot of people off.
But I think that win against New England was huge because with the Jets coming down to earth again and Buffalo coming to earth recently, if you can stay within the game before Tua comes back, that can make things.
EJ, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
No chance.
No.
Okay. So let me ask you this question then.
The Patriots is in title only. They have to give it to somebody, and they both happen to be in the same division.
So I ask this question then. We just mapped out the AFC now through 5 weeks. Okay. Percentage chance that the Bengals make the playoffs?
Yeah, 25.
Because I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna be at 40. Fuck it, 50% chance still.
So you're doing that based on feelings and not on facts.
Well, it's on feelings and the fact that
appreciating the size of the hole from which they are climbing out, and they still have 3 more divisional games. No, 4 more, right? Yeah.
But it's not like they're like this team playing really bad football. They're playing bad football on one side of the ball.
And that's not to lose the fucking game, EJ. That's the point.
Can they fix that to at least could they patchwork that for at least 2 months while the offense continues to score 30+ points a game?
I don't think so.
I'm still gonna go 50% because I've seen this team start slow at this and gain ground. And what's giving me more look, if the AFC was a little more defined in that way, where you have more teams running away with it, I would say lower. But no one's running away with it right now. Denver's 3-2 right now. You believe in that long term? Like, that's a cute story, but
and again, this is schedule dependent, and I don't have the Broncos making. I had the Broncos winning 6 or 7 games.
I did too, also, but that's
so they're on track for that. I don't see what the struggle is here. And by the way, playing that's the Raiders for those who don't making fun of Chris.
Right, the Raiders.
Yeah, I think Bo don't nix Bo for the coming game. I think he continues the streak. So.
Maybe, but I just think that because of that offense and that quarterback and what the weapons they
have. That offense is playing better than you thought.
Well, much better. They're playing phenomenal. Like
they're evolving at about the rate the Bo Nix stands told us, and the defense is playing as great as Bronco fans promised.
Right.
Now, again, to your point, they're doing it to inferior competition, but guess what? Other than Patrick LaVon Mahomes II, that's what the hell they have in the AFC West, period. Let's move. You know,
Like I said, I'm not ready to sell my Bengals stock just yet, but maybe another 4-week sample. They lose 2 games.
if we
I'm
were
out.
talking about actual stocks, I would ring the hell out of the register now because I don't see growth in the stock in question, and it only looks like decline. I'm telling you, I think the Bengals have peaked. You sell that now.
Okay.
If it's a stock.